The 2015 F1600 Formula F Championship Series debuted at Road Atlanta in April, and the big news, an expanded triple-header weekend format for the new year. That means 3 races a weekend over the course of a 7-weekend season, 21 races in all. The stories coming into the year, many new drivers, expanded teams, and a lot more cars on the grid, in addition to a number of returning drivers for the 2014 season. Race 1 of the weekend saw 2014 championship winning Team Pelfrey lock out the front row, and action from Road Atlanta got going quickly as we jump on board Will Harvey, a returning driver with Chastain Motorsports this year in the Miguel Honda, as he goes up the hill at turn 1 on the opening lap, and you can see right off the bat the season started. The racing was quite intense to begin with. At the fast and flowing Road Atlanta, again, it was a game of drafting throughout the weekend. Most races saw a lead car train of 10 or so F1600 cars swapping positions lap after lap. There's action throughout the race. Here we go on board with Scott Andrews, who's fending off a number of other cars going into 10A. It's almost like a lottery in the closing stages, working that draft for many of these drivers, and a pivotal learning experience. However, in race 1, it would be Kyle Kirkwood coming out on top in his debut F1600 weekend in the Chastain number 29 entry. He won ahead of Bamford and Andrews.
Yeah, it was great. I came back for the final lap, and it was probably about 20 cars behind the leader, and didn't really think I had enough, but with the draft and everything, I caught him by the end of the back straightaway.
Race 2 followed from Road Atlanta promptly early Sunday morning, with the starting grid set by fast laps from the previous race. It was an immediate return to action at the front of the field as F1600 promotes racecraft. Cars don't have much aero and they can run tightly together. All F1600 cars, of course, are on the same spec Hoosier tires. 6 of those per weekend per entry once qualifying starts. Andrew Hobbs was one driver that ran strong early in race 2. Hobbs, of course, sat on pole for the first race but fell back. Looking to advance during the race, it would be difficult for Hobbs and Team Pelfrey, however, as Team Pelfrey, the 2014 F1600 championship winning team, was down to just 1 car after a crash in Saturday's race that took out 2 other entries. The last lap here in race 2, action-packed, field fanning out 3 and almost 4 wide into turn 10 for the win. The victory for race 2 at Road Atlanta would go to Australian Scott Andrews from Exclusive Autosport in his Spectrum Honda, his first visit to the F1600 victory lane. Austin Mack and Will Harvey made their first podium visits, finishing 2nd and 3rd.
And yeah, I guess I was very lucky to come out on top. Really tried to work the draft as well as I could on the last few laps, and it went our way.
Later on Sunday, it was Kyle Kirkwood leading the field to the green on his fast lap in race number 2. As we jump on board with Chastain Motorsports' Will Harvey. Harvey, of course, just notched his first F1600 podium earlier in the day by finishing 3rd, so he was definitely one driver hungry to move up to the top step of the podium. Also important here, points, 21 race championship, things can start adding up. Action very intense in race number 3. On board with Steve Bamford, he already had 2 Masters class wins this weekend. Could he do the sweep? He was looking for the overall win as he took the race lead. And once again, it was another F1600 race coming down to the last lap with cars battling for every inch of real estate at Road Atlanta. On board with Bamford, who's looking for a spot in line here into turn 10A. 3 wide down a single file. Some bumping. Andrew Hobbs goes around on the right. And it would be Jack Mitchell Jr. leading the field down to the checkered flag, making it 2 wins for Exclusive Autosport in 1 day. Mitchell took his 2nd career F1600 win, his 2nd year in the series, of course, ahead of Kirkwood and Scott Andrews, making it a super tight championship heading to Watkins Glen in May.
Started in 8th place, went through turn 1, came out approximately 4th or 5th, and just worked every lap to get a position or 2. Got into the lead for the pace lap, which was nice, and then just kept on working with my Exclusive Autosport Honda car to just get to the front and maintain it as long as I could, because that's what it was all about here at Road Atlanta with the draft.
It was a strong opening triple-header weekend at Road Atlanta for the 2015 F1600 Championship Series season. Follow all the action right here on F1600 in Focus all season long. For our partners Honda Performance Development and the F1600 Series, I'm Monty Matheson. Thanks for watching.